Hi guys, and welcome back to the Cassie Projects. So this week I didn't know what to do. I was a bit like, So I took a little wander down to my local charity shop, or in America you would say thrift store. And I just went in there thinking, what could I customise today? What would be fun to paint on? I spotted these plant pots. I've got a couple of spider plants that I have created from babies. I've been watching Ghosts, the politician. I was saying, these are boring. We want something a little bit more interesting than that. So then I was thinking, oh, how am I going to customise them? What do I love at the minute? Mandalorian, Star Wars. But then I thought I could combine it with one of my prompt books. And I come across this page in my Wreck This journal, compost this page, watch it deteriorate. I thought that was perfect. So what I can do is put this page in with my plants, and then of course we'll do some sort of painting on the other page which could combine a deteriorating plant and maybe Grogu. Let's bring it all together. Oh no, it's leaving sticky residue. Now I have got the perfect little hack for this. So we heat it up. We should be able to just, usually works. Just try this on. Oh, that was better. Well, I'm gonna sand them anyways. Let's get out my sketchbook. These are available on Amazon. I designed them myself. So I'm gonna use this as my sketchbook. Okay, so there's my plant pot. So I'm thinking of doing a Mandalorian one, and then with like a really nice backdrop behind him. And then as we go around, maybe have the Razor Crest in the background, or maybe we should do his new ship, the Starfighter. So yeah, so that is my idea for one of them. But then on the other one, I wanted to make it a little bit more 3D. So I was thinking about using clay to add some features on and make it a little bit cute. And what is cute in Mandalorian? Of course, it is Grogu. So what could we do to a plant pot to make it Grogu-y? Big, cute eyes. Should we try it? Okay. This is gonna be so hard. Does clay even stick to flower pots? I don't know. I'm not a sculptor, remember guys. Like, I do not know what I'm doing, so I'm just gonna try my best. Let's just go for it. So what I'm doing here is his clothes. Great thing about clothes is they are nice and lumpy and bumpy. There you go, like that. That looks quite cool, doesn't it? So yeah, basically I just moulded all these different shapes. Like the ears were just like these triangle shapes, and I just moulded them to look like ears. I was a bit nervous because I thought they might just flop down, and just carried on adding these extra pieces to it and blending it in with lots of water. You can also use a paintbrush just to smooth it out a bit. And then I went on to gesso my other plant pot ready for painting. Now while we wait for those things to dry, let's get the book out and do the compost this page, watch it deteriorate. So I'm going to chop out the left page, ready for later. And then I'm going to get out my Paul Reuben sketchbook. I've done a little design here in my sketchbook, which, you know, just gives me an idea of what I'm doing. It's not the finished result, don't worry. And yeah, basically I go in with a 7B pencil. I've got my Tombola eraser and a paper blending stump, and I just went in layer after layer after layer to bring this 3D character into life. Now I then went in with my watercolor paint. This is something I don't usually do. I don't do like a full intense sketch underneath watercolor. I wanted to try it out. I wanted to see how it went, and there was pros and cons. I didn't like how the pencil muddied up the paint. that wasn't as nice. But having all that detail there, I could just understand it better. And as I layered it on, it just, well, the result was the most amazing painting I've ever done, I think. But anyway, we're going to come back to that later. Let's start painting our pot with the Mandalorian on it. So I'm doing this gorgeous sunset sky with the reds and oranges and yellows, and then creating the ground at the bottom. And I've got this silhouette of the Mandalorian. And yeah, so I just drew it out and then I went over it with black acrylic paint. I'm using acrylic paint for this pot, by the way. And then I do the little pushchair. I decided on the Razor Crest for the ship because, you know, I miss the Razor Crest. And yeah, added some suns on there and just made it beautiful. We'll continue a bit more after we've done more of this painting. So I carried on adding more and more layers to this until I was happy with the result. I chopped it out and I stuck it in the book. Now moving on to my little Grogu. I can't believe how well it's turned out. Adding the colour onto it as well just brought it to life, adding that green onto his face and giving him his big massive eyes. Brought me so much joy. Let's turn that page into compost and plant our plants in some bigger pots. So I'm just going to mash that up with the soil. I've got a spider plant on the right and I've got like a little selection of cactus and succulent on the left. And let's put them in our gorgeous finished plant pots. Do you like my little Star Wars corner? I'm so proud of it. It's been a really fun week doing this video. Well, I really hope that you enjoyed that video as much as I did. Do continue watching more videos, and if you haven't already, please subscribe to the channel. It really helps me out, and I will see you on Monday. Bye.